Professor Tettenborn, welcome. Beg your pardon, Tettenborn, welcome back. Good to see you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. So, Andrew, tell us, what does this outcome actually mean in the context of the EU and the fact that Slovakia is also a member of NATO?
Well, I think it's going to be unwelcome just about everywhere outside Slovakia. The EU will clearly be unhappy because the other candidate, Ivan Korčok, was very much the EU's man. And although Peter Pellegrini has said that he is all for continuing to cooperate with the EU, Robert Fico, the Prime Minister, is remarkably EU skeptic. The two places where I think there are going to be serious worries are also Kiev, because Pellegrini came in fairly explicitly on a pledge to produce what he called peace in Ukraine, which essentially means demanding that Ukraine sit down with Russia and give Russia a good many advantages from its attack. I think the other place where there will be worries is Washington, because although Peter Pellegrini has said that Slovakia remains constant in its membership of NATO, he is very much undermining the NATO position in reducing the strength of the stance of Slovakia towards Ukraine. How the result will be taken within Slovakia is a very interesting question. One comment that I would make is that I'm not sure the Slovak people had a particularly inspiring choice. Ivan Korčok is pro-EU, pro-Ukraine, but otherwise a fairly sort of colourless internationalist. He is a person who I think is much less interesting, for example, than Donald Tusk, though he thinks very much in the same way that Donald Tusk thinks. Peter Pellegrini has, I think, the disadvantages attaching to Viktor Orban in Hungary, because I think many people, including me, don't like Viktor Orban's view on Ukraine, but very little of Viktor Orban's attractiveness in other features. So, in a sense, I think they were faced with two second-rate candidates.
Yes, well, I mean, that's as maybe, but I mean, does it surprise you, Andrew? I mean, we're used to Viktor Orban's colourful, if I can put it like that, character and behaviour, but Slovakia has always been fairly steady as she goes, hasn't it? What's changed, do you think?
Well, in a sense, actually, I think there is an element of continuity here, because the other strand of Peter Pellegrini's ticket was essentially to look very much to the interests of ordinary Slovaks on the streets of Bratislava and to avoid getting entangled in particular, EU aid to Ukraine or in the fight for Ukraine itself. And I think that is partly what caused him to be the more attractive of the two candidates. I have a feeling that a number of Slovaks may have voted for Peter Pellegrini, but holding their nose. On the basis that he was the least worst of the two candidates.
Yes, as is often the case, Andrew. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop there. We've got the news coming up on the hour. and Ben's waiting impatiently to deliver. Do come back and see us again soon, Professor.
Delighted.
Thank you.